This game looks and sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Hi everyone.
Hi guys, here I'm going to teach you how to play Yacht dice game. This was sold at the Dollar Tree, and I just noticed this too. They have the logo of the game on the bottom of the capsule. No one's ever going to look at the bottom of the capsule, so I don't know why this is there. But this is what you get. You get instructions and 5 dice, and that's it. If you can find 5 or more dice being sold together for $1 or less after sales tax, it's best to purchase that instead of this game. So in addition to what you get here, don't forget to bring some pen and paper to keep score. You can play this against other players, or you can play this by yourself to go for a high score. Once all the players are ready, the player who is most recently in water, whether by bathing or swimming, goes first, and turn order goes clockwise. On your turn, you will roll all 5 dice. After that, you may re-roll any number of your dice up to 2 times. So in other words, you get 3 rolls per turn. After your 3rd roll, you must stop and score according to what you've rolled, and your turn is done. You may end your turn at any time after your first roll without using one or both of your re-rolls. But either way, once you add to your score, your turn is over. There are 12 ways to score, but each player can use each way only once in each game. In this case, each player only gets 12 turns. No more, no less. Specifically, a dozen turns per player. The game continues until all players have taken all 12 of their turns. After that, the player with the most points wins the game. I will show you how scoring works in just a second, but this game looks and sounds familiar, doesn't it? It's a derivative of Yahtzee. I mean, if you take a look at the name of the game, you have the word yacht, but it's missing the syllable sound of Z, as in yacht Z. This is how you score. Of the 12 ways to score, the first 6 are for individual numbers from 1 through 6. Whichever number you're going for, you add the sum of that specific number from your roll. For example, you rolled this on your turn, and let's say you want to go for just the ones. You have 3 ones on your roll, so you add just the ones only. Your score would be 3 points. This is a full boat. A full boat consists of a 3 of a kind and 1 pair, with both face and numbers being different. This is similar to a full house in Yahtzee, as well as a full house in traditional poker. To score for a full boat, you add the sum of all of the dice shown. For this example, you have 3 5s for 15 and 2 1s for 2. You would score 17 points. This is a 4 of a kind. This consists of 4 of the same number, with the 5th die being disregarded. To score for this, you add the sum of just the 4 matching dice. For this example, there are 4 2s, you would score 8 points. This is a 5 of a kind. This is where you get all 5 of the same number. This is what is called a Yahtzee in Yahtzee, and this is where you would score 50 points. But in this game, to score, you add up the sum of all 5 dice. So in this example, all 5 6s equals 30 points. This is the Strait of Magellan. This is where you have a sequence of numbers that starts in 1 and ends in 5. This is worth 30 points. And this is the Strait of Malacca. This is where you also have a sequence of numbers, except it starts in 2 and ends in 6. This is also worth 30 points. Notice that in this game, there are no small straits. The last way to score is known as Davy Jones' Locker. It works similar to chance from Yahtzee in the event that you have a bad turn like this. To use Davy Jones' Locker, you add the sum of all of the dice. So for this example, for this jumbled mess here, this equals 13 points. Now that you know how scoring works, there is one other thing to keep in mind. And yes, this also happens in Yahtzee. Sometimes you're gonna have to use up a way and score nothing for that turn. For example, on your 12th and final turn, let's say the last way for you to score would be a full boat, which would be a 3 of a kind and 1 pair, which means you've already used Davy Jones' locker or chance, and on your last turn, you failed to get the full boat. So you would have to use up your full boat and score 0 points. And like I said earlier, the game continues until every player has taken all 12 of their turns. After that, the player who scored the most points wins the game, and that's how you play Yacht Dice Game. According to the manual, it says that the highest score possible is 297. So I decided to do the math myself, and I got 277. So I don't know where they got 297 from. With an incorrect number like that, you can now see why this game was sold at the Dollar Tree. It's best just to play Yahtzee. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe for more, and don't forget to check out my gaming channel, Markis P Gaming, for video game Let's Play content. I'll see you later, but until then, like always, take care.